Today we're going to talk about forensic laboratories. So, how do forensic laboratories contribute to crime investigations? They play an integral role. They offer detailed analysis of evidence that can either confirm or refute theories, and this evidence can link suspects to crimes or even exonerate somebody that's innocent. Specifically in sexual assault cases, the analysis of DNA or fibers and other trace evidence can help identify attackers and provide data for legal proceedings in courts. Now, what types of evidence get analyzed in forensic labs? Usually, these are the typical sorts of pieces of evidence. Biological samples. This would be things like blood, saliva, or semen for DNA profiling. And those are all important for identifying individuals that are involved in a crime. And serological testing can detect diseases or substances that are within body fluids. You also have the examination of firearms. And this would involve looking at gun residues, tool marks that are left, bullet trajectories, and this would be a way of trying to link a weapon to a crime scene or a suspect. So I mentioned that biological samples, one of those would be DNA. This DNA gets analyzed in forensic investigations. And this is done by extracting and analyzing DNA from crime scenes. Experts can create profiles for comparison against databases like CODIS. That's the name of the database. And matching DNA samples from different crimes helps in solving serial crimes. When there's one individual that's committing multiple crimes, having those matching DNA samples can help in solving those types of crimes. Now, I mentioned serological testing in forensics, so let me say more about that. This would be the analysis of blood serum, primarily for the detection of antibodies or antigens. And again, you can use this to identify various diseases. And this would tell you something about the suspect's health. You can also be used to inform victims about potential health risks that they've been exposed to during a crime. So, forensic laboratories also analyze firearms, and we'll look at this in much more depth later. But when they're examining firearms, they're looking for unique grooves or markings that are on bullets, and they're trying to match those grooves or markings with those that are on the gun itself. And they can utilize the National Integrated Ballistics Information Network to compare ballistic evidence from various crimes. And again, that would potentially link a single weapon to multiple incidents. Okay, I didn't mention this on a previous slide, but obviously forensic laboratories are also going to analyze fingerprints. So latent prints reveal unique patterns for identification purposes. And the automated fingerprint identification system is what's used for comparing collected prints with existing records. And this again aids in identifying a suspect and linking individuals to crime scenes. Now, controlled substances, by controlled substances, in this case, I'm thinking of drugs. We can identify drugs through advanced techniques such as infrared spectrometry and gas chromatography or mass spectrometry. These methods give an accurate identification of substances, and that can be used for solving drug-related crimes. All right, we'll finish by saying where our forensic laboratories located. They're located across urban and metropolitan areas, major labs are often found in state capitals or federal facilities. Now, rural or smaller municipalities, they typically rely on the regional or state forensics labs due to the high cost and expertise required for operating such specialized facilities. And like we've seen in previous uh, lessons, forensic scientists, they're going to work in these labs, and they're highly educated. They often hold advanced degrees in fields like biology, chemistry, uh, forensic science, and they get trained in all these techniques that we've been discussing. And they're the evidence that they analyze and uh, their conclusions become very important in trials. Their forensic scientists are often expert witnesses that have to attend trials and state their findings.